go ahead and call this special assembly meeting to order. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Mr. Rivera.
Present.
Ms. Quinn Davidson. Ms. Quinn
Here. Sorry, I was on mute.
Ms. Allard. She just stepped out for a moment. Mr. Constant.
Here.
Mr. Dunbar.
Here.
Ms. Kennedy.
Here.
Ms. LaFrance. Mr. Perez-Revilla.
Here.
Mr. Peterson.
Present.
Mr. Weddleton.
Here.
Ms. Zolotel. Here. You have a quorum, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Desiree, can you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Dunbar, can you please take us through the land acknowledgement?
Sure. A land acknowledgement is a formal statement recognizing the indigenous people of a place. It is a public gesture of appreciation for the past and present indigenous stewardship of the lands that we now occupy. It is an actionable statement that marks our collective movement towards decolonization and equity. The Anchorage Assembly would like to acknowledge that we gather today on the traditional lands of the Dena'ina Athabascans. For thousands of years, the Dena'ina have been and continue to be the stewards of this land. It is with gratefulness and respect that we recognize the contributions, innovations, and contemporary perspectives of the Upper Takatnu Cook Inlet Dena'ina.
Thank you. Next, we have audience participation. Do we have anyone on the line?
We do have two people on the line. It looks like a Suzanne Little and Anna Marie Musa.
Okay, so Suzanne, I'll start with you. Did you want to provide audience participation?
This is probably gone.
Okay.
Suzanne's boss.
Oh, that's true. It probably is.
Wife. Yeah.
I don't have the name that's on the phone line.
Thank you. But yeah, that is a good point. Then Anna Marie was the second one. Okay, Anna Marie, if you are on the line, did you want to participate? Are they unmuted?
They're unmuted.
Okay, so then not hearing anyone for audience participation, I'll move on to item of business, legal update. Ms. Vogel, can you lay the foundation?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Pursuant to Anchorage Municipal Code 230.036, the Assembly may recess to meet in executive session to discuss a specific legal matter, including pending litigation, which is subject to attorney-client privilege. In this instance, we're scheduled to gather to get one of your semi-annual litigation updates. So nothing in particular spurs this conversation except an opportunity to inform the Assembly about a wide variety of cases. I think we've got about 14 matters to discuss today. The rules for this are as follows. Everyone's ready for me. So the rules, all information shared and gleaned in this session is confidential. No official action may be taken in executive session except to give direction to an attorney or labor negotiator regarding a specific legal matter or pending negotiation. The session shall be taped. Tapes will be available to members of the body and authorized staff only, and may be discussed only in further executive session. The tapes become public at the date specified by the Assembly at the conclusion of the executive session in accordance with code. Any discussion which occurs at this executive session should only be discussed by this body in future executive sessions. Any member who needs to leave during this session may leave, but may only be updated on the discussions after the member's departure in a subsequent executive session or via review of the tapes of this session. Any member, special invitees, employees, and staff members that the body determines are necessary to the conversation may remain in the meeting during executive session. The Ethics Code states that no public servant shall disclose or release confidential or non-public information gained through the person's municipal position unless authorized by law or order of the court. Any violation would be referred to the Board of Ethics. The code provides that the board may make recommendations for corrective action. Past recommended corrective actions have included financial penalties and other professional consequences. Additionally, the municipality may pursue a civil action against an official where the release of confidential information adversely affects the outcome of litigation or negotiations or leads to increased financial liability. Such a disclosure could also subject a member of this body to a recall election. Pursuant to state statute, the grounds for recall include misconduct in office, incompetence, or failure to perform prescribed duties. A violation of municipal confidentiality obligations would meet this criteria. The code does not specifically provide for the collection and destruction of notes taken at executive session, but this has been past municipal practice to assure the confidentiality of discussions in executive session. If you would like me to collect and destroy your notes today, I am happy to. If you elect to take notes and retain them, I remind you that these notes are confidential, and the failure to properly preserve their confidentiality could implicate the same consequences I have set out in this introduction. Members of the law department today are hoping to meet with the assembly in executive session to discuss our litigation update and the progress of many cases. As a result, a motion from the body to move into executive session to discuss these matters would be appropriate. So moved.
Moved and seconded. Before we take the vote on that, I just want to make sure we have everyone on the record who's going to be in executive session. So we'll start with folks around the table, and then we'll do everyone in the room, and then we'll do everyone on the phone. We'll start with you, Forrest.
Introductions.
Yeah.
Forrest Dunbar.
Pete Peterson.
Felix Rivera.
Christopher Constant.
Kate Vogel.
Thanks, Alisa. Jennifer Donahue.
Desiree Camacho.
Ralph DeWeer.
And then on the phone, Assembly members, Cameron.
Yes, I'm here, Cameron Perez Rodriguez.
Austin.
Austin Quinn Davidson.
Crystal.
Crystal Kennedy.
John. You're on mute, probably.
I'm here.
That was John Weddleton. Do we have any other staff on the phone that are going to be staying with us for executive session?
Attorneys, this would be a great time to hear that you're here.
Hi, this is Ruth Bachstein in the Municipal Attorney's Office. I'm on the line as well.
Deannis with the Municipal Attorney's Office.
Pamela White with the Municipal Attorney's Office.
Linda Johnson with the Municipal Attorney's Office.
I feel very relieved.
I'm feeling outnumbered.
Great. Okay, with that, is there any opposition to the motion to go into executive session? Okay, seeing that none, then we are in executive session.